Hi, welcome back to Sad Girl Energy. I'm your host, Bria, and this is the podcast where we are busy doing sad girl shit. I am so excited. We got a little backdrop now. I did order a new mic as well, but then it didn't come with the converter piece it needed, so I can't use that yet, but this should do. Oh, the hat. Yes, I feel like I have to address it. No, I'm not trying to be bold. No, I'm not trying to do some new fashion thing. The only reason I am wearing this hat is because my hair is greasy and I didn't properly time washing it with recording this. And then I did my full face of makeup and I was like, fuck, my hair is so greasy. And so my only option was really to put on a hat. So yeah, don't worry. I'm still the same old me. I'm not some new girl who can just casually wear a bucket hat. My back has been hurting lately, so if I'm fidgeting, that's why. My lower back is potentially warning me that my period's coming, but most likely just warning me that I am in fact aging somehow, even though I appear to be a siren and a fountain of youth. It's sunny out. I said this on Twitter, but I have decided that my summer aesthetic is depressed camp counselor, which this gives you all of that. The necklaces, right? The hat. I'm going to be wearing lots of weird necklaces all summer. Weird necklaces that look like they were made as a craft project for Mother's Day by a toddler, but I love it. Also going to be wearing tie-dye. I don't care if some people think it's over. It's polka dot for girls who don't wear shoes in the summer. That's what tie-dye is for me. Another thing I'm going to be sporting a lot of is inner thigh chafing. Yeah. The universal summer piece that's in everyone's closet. Everyone without a thigh gap. And I don't think that people with thigh gaps are real. It's warm, and I have convinced myself that none of my problems are real. And all I want to do is be outside and drink. And, I am hungover today. I had way too many espresso martinis last night. I feel like garbage. And it's sunny out. And within 4 seconds of stepping outside, I had sweat through my shirt. I have a love-hate relationship with the sun because it makes me sweat, but it also makes me less depressed. Okay, we talked about Hot Girl Summer last episode. We're close to it. June 20th, official start of summer, I think. Mark your calendars. I feel the energy changing in the city. I think that people look less and less like they want to walk into traffic, and more they're ready to get slutty. Everyone is ready to get slutty this summer. But I did want to add some stuff. Sorry if I'm looking down at my computer. This isn't a professional podcast studio. I don't have someone who can just search this for me. Okay, Sad Girl Energy, Summer Edition. I want to add some summer specific Sad Girl Energy behavior to the list. Number 1, always having to go pee when you're out for a park hang. That is me. I have the world's smallest and weakest bladder, and I cannot change it no matter how hard I try. Pelvic floor exercises did nothing other than make me feel absolutely geriatric. I always have to go pee when I'm out, always. I am constantly searching for the next bathroom, and it is the worst feeling ever. And I did go to a doctor once, and they were like, okay, this is how you fix that problem. If you want to fix your problem of having a weak bladder, stop drinking citrus, stop drinking caffeine, and stop drinking alcohol. And I was like, that's literally all I drank. You're basically telling me that I can only drink water for the rest of my life. No, thank you. I would rather pee my pants once a week. Number 2, being so anxious about summer and making the most of every nice day that you end up staying inside all day watching Netflix. Yeah. Real catch-22. It's do I enjoy myself, or do I just worry about enjoying myself? I definitely find myself doing that all the time. I'll start the day off and I'll be like, I should go outside. And then it's 4 p.m. and I'm like, well, I already wasted the entire day, so I don't deserve to go outside, or just like I'm afraid to go outside, which sounds like agoraphobia, but it's not. It's just normal anxiety. Number 3, getting ice cream and then forgetting you can't tolerate dairy and having a stomach ache for the rest of the night. That's sad girl energy. Again, sad girl energy, not a bad thing, okay? Sad girl energy is cool. You just gotta like acknowledge it, embrace it, be your best sad girl self. I also did blue eyeliner, but I don't know if you can tell. I really want to embrace colored eyeliner this summer. What if I also became a beauty influencer? I did stop doing my self-care purchase of the week because I had to purchase stuff less, but I will say that I do have one that I really, really love and I want to mention. Okay, it's this Amica Vault Lock Leave-In Conditioner. I cannot believe I'm posing like this right now. This is so ridiculous. I mean, if you're listening, you can't see, but I literally look like an influencer. Well, I look like someone trying to be an influencer. I definitely don't look like an influencer. Anyways, it's a leave-in conditioner. It smells really good and it makes my hair really soft. So I would recommend that. If you need some retail self-care, buy a product for your hair. I feel like my hair is the one thing that I really neglect, and I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. I, take care of my skin really like diligently, and my nails and stuff like that, my teeth, but I don't really do anything to my hair. So that was one thing that I kind of focused on in the summer, because I'm like, oh, my hair's kind of always weird in the summer anyways. It's kind of always residually greasy, so I might as well use this time, mostly with sweat, I might as well use this time to improve the quality of my hair. So I'll let you know how that goes. Also, another reason I did it is because my hair was falling out, which has kind of improved. It's not falling out as much, so I think that's a positive sign, step in the right direction. Would love to keep as much of my hairline as possible. And now we're going to do self-care tip of the week. Okay, keep doing it until it becomes a habit. I know how dumb this sounds and how preachy it sounds, and I hate that. Like, I hate being that person. I genuinely do. But all my life, like my entire life, I thought that I would never get to a point where like working out just becomes a habit for me, or meditating just becomes a habit for me, or stretching just becomes a habit for me, where it's something that I kind of just subconsciously get ready to do with less of the mental gymnastics that are usually there. And I'm kind of finally at that point, and it's wild, and I'm like almost suspicious of it, because I'm like, I didn't think that this could happen to me. But I find that I don't have to really do as much of that mental work and spend that mental energy convincing myself to work out, or convincing myself to read, or convincing myself to stretch. I kind of just find myself doing it. Like, even a couple months ago, I was talking about how I had to force myself to do these things and how it sucked and how I hated it, but I kept doing it. And I guess after a certain point, you just cross a threshold and it kind of becomes a bit more automatic. So my advice is just stick with it, whatever it is, even if it's something toxic, because I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, even though I kind of am telling you how to live your life. I'm just telling you how I'm living my life. And then you have full freedom to either listen or ignore. Stick with it, because eventually it will become easier, and we can all grow, and we can all learn, and we can become slightly less shitty versions of ourselves. One less stress in life. That's how you become a slightly less shitty version of yourself. Not having to convince myself to do these things is truly one less thing to worry about, and I can spend that mental energy on something else and doing something else. For example, right now I'm scamming men on Hinge. Someone's probably gonna get mad at me about that, but whatever. This is a good segue though. In a complete turn of events, I downloaded Hinge. I made a Hinge profile. I am shocked at myself. It is indeed as horrible as I thought it was going to be. Like, none of the men have funny answers to the prompts. So I have decided that in today's episode, I am going to read out a bunch of the ones I came across and just kind of break them down. Do a little commentary. Okay, Rob. Under what I'm looking for, he said, I'm looking for a co-parent for my puppy Charlie. And I was offended by this. I was like, don't bring your dog into this, okay? Don't try and confuse my feelings with your cute puppy. You need to be able to stand alone and not use your cute puppy as a crutch. So I did not like him. A white man named Anthony, who said his one social cause he cares about is decolonization. And I'm just going to say that is suspect to me. Giving me strong male feminist vibes, okay? He's also got a film camera around his neck in one of his pictures, so red flag to say the least. James looks like a white rapper. He's got tight black skinny jeans with holes in them on, and partially bleached hair that is also somehow neon green. Obviously wearing a chain, obviously wearing Unabomber glasses. His prompt, one thing I'll never do again. His answer, many things, live and learn, grow and change. I will say to that, he did not understand the assignment. They asked for one thing, not many. Okay, and like, just imagine if you can't, read something basic like that and fill out an appropriate answer, he's not gonna be able to help you with anything related to life. Like, you're gonna have to teach that man everything. Jonathan, I'll pick the topic if you start the conversation. What are your top 3 best feelings? I assume the purpose of this was for an interested party to answer with their top 3 best feelings, and to that I say, no fucking way. Like, shut the fuck up. No. I don't want to talk about my feelings to a stranger on the internet. Like, my feelings are bad. Let's not get into it. Also, I feel like it's really just a bait, and it's just an opportunity for him to talk about himself and his feelings. There's no way this man is capable of listening. Scott, a goal of mine, finishing my screenplay. If he can't commit to finishing a screenplay, he cannot commit to a woman. Okay, run. And then there are some other ones that I screenshotted earlier on, and I forgot to write down their names. So I'm just going to read them out. This was one that I came across. The prompt was 2 truths and a lie. Number 1, I've had numerous concussions. Number 2, I like running. Number 3, I hate my job. Like, all of those on their own, kind of concerning, right? And in any combination, it's just like kind of depressing. Like, none of those are fun facts. Also, I did say in my profile that all I ask is that you are in therapy, and I feel like this person is in need of therapy. So I'm not sure if we would be a match. Okay, this one. I see this answer way too much. This person's prompt was, I geek out on, and their answer was stocks and cryptocurrencies. Oh, and NFTs are the new wave. Like, that's what I call the big 3, right? Stocks, cryptocurrency, NFTs. If he mentions all 3, that's a red flag. That man is officially condemned. No, thank you. I will not be engaging. I will not be engaging in any man who likes one of those things, all 3, and honestly, I feel like I should probably report his profile. I don't know if it's safe for him to be on the internet. Obviously, one of his pictures was him in a suit, an ill-fitting suit, might I add. I don't know why so many men put pictures of them on the internet in suits that are too small, not because they couldn't find a size to accommodate them, but because they purposely think that we want to be able to see everything. Like, I'm talking about like their kneecap outline. They think we want to see everything in their suit pants, and that could not be further from the truth. Like, honestly, if men walked around wearing bags, I would be so happy. If I didn't have to look at their faces, oh my god. Because, like, even if you're hot, then I think about how bad of a person you probably are. Anyways, okay, this guy. One thing you should know about me is, his answer, you're not stealing my hoodies. Bold to assume I'd want to wear your dirty clothes, okay? Like most men use their floor as their closet, so no thank you. And also, if the most you can provide is a hoodie, then I am out. Goodbye. Oh God, Patrick. Oh, Patrick. Okay, yeah, this one. Patrick, the prompt was my biggest dating fail. Patrick's answer, I accidentally smeared dog shit on my face. And look, there's a lot of things about this profile that really caught my attention. Number one, this guy, Patrick, has a picture of him at a wedding with the bride. And like, that's his first picture actually on his profile. Either very bold or very stupid. Also, just like a dog shit story is just ammo for me to make fun of you. And it's like not really cute. It's kind of like gross, you know? I don't know what I feel worse about, this man's dog shit story or men who use their puppies to get dates. I can't tell. I think I just probably hate both. But yeah, Patrick just needs to work on his, I see that he's 6 foot tall, right? So lots of potential, okay? Tons of potential there. But that answer it's going to be a no for me. It's going to be a no. Also, maybe don't have any pictures of you with someone who looks like they could be your wife because they are literally wearing a wedding dress and a veil on your dating profile. Unless you are looking for something very specific. But then you just gotta let people know, you know? I'm married, but she said I can have a girlfriend because I'm annoying and she doesn't want to talk to me. That's really the only reason I would allow my boyfriend to have another girlfriend, is if he was just like super needy and I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with you. But then in that case, I would probably just break up with him because he's probably not providing me anything of substance. Okay, this one. Oh, Jacob. His prompt, I get along best with people who, and then his answer, are liberal but anti-wokeness. Okay, Jacob, man is sitting at a piano. This man will sing about his feelings but punch a wall when he doesn't get his way. That's how I read him. And just judging by his picture, super strong Jordan Peterson energy. So I'm not gonna say he probably sucks, but I am gonna say it. He probably sucks. I just know exactly what type of guy he is right away, and like that's boring. I'm like, make it a little bit more exciting. Like, let your toxicity just kind of bubble under the surface a little more, so I have to discover it myself, right? This way, I'm never gonna meet this man. Okay, Josh, prompt, I'm weirdly attracted to nice smiles. Are you going to try and fuck my teeth? I feel like smiles are a really normal thing to be attracted to. Why are you making it weird? Completely unnecessary. No one thinks that being attracted to someone's smile is weird. It's actually like way better than most of the things guys mention. Usually guys are like, I'm attracted to her tits or her ass. This is actually something, I don't know, a little less sexual than that. I guess sexual, I guarantee you this guy has a teeth fetish, but who doesn't? You know, I've encountered a man with a teeth fetish before, now that I'm really thinking about it. So, again, cancel all men. Okay, this is my profile. I'm the type of texter who doesn't reply. I don't really want to speak to you. You're a man, so I'm most likely not going to reply. But also, I'm curious what you think of me. Not for your validation, because I do not require that. So I'm the type of texter who doesn't reply, because I probably don't want to talk to you. Number 2, all I ask is that you are in therapy, was my answer. Basic prerequisite at this point. Unfortunately, I cannot spend any more time on men who are not in therapy actively, because it actually just ends up costing me more in the long run, because I have to spend even more time in therapy. And then my third one was, my love language is you giving me money. And that has gotten some PayPal transactions. started. And it has also gotten some people messaging me. I made like $5. It's not like the CRA is going to come after me. Actually, they probably will. Most of the guys, they don't know how to answer any of that. They're just like, ha ha ha. And then I'm like, okay, so give me money. Or tell me who your therapist is. This is not a joke to me, right? This is the prerequisite. I was messaging with this one guy for a bit though, like for like 2 days. And then I was like, honestly, this is so boring. And he was like, oh, you're cute. And I was like, yeah, until I start writing jokes about you. And then you're going to fucking hate me. And you're going to tell me I have a bad personality for pointing out your bad personality. But then also he thought Sebastian Maniscalco was funny. And I literally responded, oh no, you were doing so well. We'll obviously keep you all updated on any potential standouts or anyone that makes me cringe, which is more likely of the two. This one guy got mad at me for not responding. He's like, you could at least respond to my message. And I was like, I feel like I did, by not responding to you. I kind of responded in my own way. It's just not the response that you wanted. And that's why you're mad. But, he was also kind of like gaslighty and weird, so I was like not interested in you anyways. I think I don't know what he said that got me interested. I think he asked me where my t-shirt that I was wearing was from, and I was like, what? And then I responded and I was like, wait, why am I trying to help this man? How do I know he's worth helping? Okay, how do I know he's not a criminal? Because statistically, I have noticed one trend though. Okay, so I've tried all 3 of them, but the 2 dating apps I spent the most time on are Tinder and Hinge. I didn't like Bumble because I didn't like messaging guys first. It should be this feminist empowerment thing, but I cannot be bothered. They must come to me. I'm lazy. I'm honestly lazy. But I have noticed, okay, on Tinder, all the men, they have fish in their pics, right? The fish pic. Men posing with fish. On Hinge, it's bike pics, men posing with bikes. And I do not know which is more toxic. Fish guy, overtly toxic. Hinge, bike dude, covertly toxic. And those are my thoughts so far. I'm probably going to honestly delete it by tomorrow. Did everyone fill out their census? That's important. I think it might be over. Sorry if it is, and I'm giving you a late reminder. But you should have filled it out. I don't know if I believe in the census. Actually, no, I shouldn't have said that. It was a joke. It was me being stupid. What I really don't believe in is bald men having rights. Sorry. Now it's time for Dear Diary, the segment where I read you a excerpt from my weekly diary. I think you know this by now. Okay. Dear Diary, every sunny day is another day in which I convince myself I am no longer mentally ill. Once it reaches 22 degrees out, I no longer struggle with an avoidant attachment style. Living in Toronto feels like suffering through 10 months of winter just to feel the sun on your face 2 months out of the year. I'll have to unpack that at a later date, probably in the fall when I have to confront the cold again. I sweat through my shirt in 20 minutes today, which is literally the definition of hot girl summer. Just being physically warm at every point of the day is what Meg Thee Stallion was really talking about. I can't wait to waste money on 5 more natural deodorants that I will convince myself work. I will also spend the rest of the summer debating the appropriate choice of footwear every time I leave the house. I like sneakers for their support, but some outfits just require sandals. Sandals also feel wrong because they're an opportunity for men to look at my feet for free. Anyways, I think that's all for today. Love to you and me, Bria. Okay, I think that's our episode. Thank you so much for listening. I'm obsessed with all of you, obviously. I say that every time I record because if you listen to this podcast, you're cool. Well, actually, maybe not, but I'm going to convince myself that anyone who listens to this podcast is listening to it because they're super cool and they think I'm super cool. And I am a 16-year-old. Basically, I have the basic hierarchy of needs of a 16-year-old. If you're watching the video, let me know what you think of the new setup. If you haven't checked out the video, maybe you want to do that. Also, a reminder, some people messaged me and they were like, oh, we started watching when you started doing video. And like, just a reminder, there are a bunch of episodes previously, so if you want to listen to any one of those, of course they don't have a video component, you're also welcome to go back and do that. Like this video, share it with a friend, like the podcast on Apple Podcasts, leave a comment, share it with a friend. Keep listening. I don't know, I feel like I do this every week. Follow me on social media. Oh, it's so cringe, but I also can't stop doing it, so I am part of the problem. Stay safe, wash your hands, get the vaccine if you're eligible. I really have nothing else to say, so I'm just going to say thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and you'll hear me next episode. I'll be here next episode. Looking forward to the next episode. I'm just going to stop right here.